Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Friday morning. It really is a sensational day. And what a morning it's been for Liverpool. First of all, let's get into the Champions League draw reaction. Benfica in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Let me know in the comments right now, is that the draw that we are all hoping for? I think it is personally. Them or Villarreal was the two teams that Liverpool wanted, and we definitely got one of them in the end. Before we get into the full analysis of not only the draw, we'll look ahead to Forest on Sunday as well, and reacting to the news that Trent Alexander-Arnold will be out for weeks, apparently. Remember, like the video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. We've just touched 21,000 subscribers, guys. So I'm over the moon with that number. I really couldn't be happier. And that's thanks to you guys. It really is. We had a great response on the numbers for fan cams the other night against Arsenal. And of course, we will be giving you those instant match reactions after the Forest game on Sunday as well. So much good content to come, especially in the next couple of months when you consider what is potentially going to happen this season. Could be all 4 trophies. We've already won 1, of course. Now, let's get into the Champions League draw. I did it on Don Robbie Sports. We did the draw live. And I can't lie. When I saw City and Chelsea come out and playing, obviously, the Real Madrid and Atletico teams, I was buzzing, because that means really the 2 English teams are the other side of the draw to us. The only time we can meet an English team now is in the final. So let me know how you're feeling about the draw. A lot of you guys are buzzing. Marshall, easy draw. We are deaf through, says Marshall. Couldn't have gone better, says Killian. Big up to Marshall. Trent's on holiday until the City game. Haha. And big up Alex. What a great draw up the Reds. So it puts us as well on the right side of the draw, really, because if we beat Benfica, we're playing either Villarreal or Bayern Munich in the semis. And then, of course, like I said, we're playing the winners of Chelsea versus Real Madrid, City versus Atletico de Madrid. There's the other quarterfinals, and the 2 winners there will obviously get through to the semis. And then we will play either one of those 4 teams in the final, should we get there. Again, no time to be complacent here. No time to be overconfident. We've seen Benfica have got to this stage in the competition on merit. They've just beaten Juventus away 3-0, by the way. So we can't write Benfica off, to be honest. And listen, you're not a bad team if you get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And let's not forget some of the teams that aren't in the Champions League: Man United, Juventus, Barcelona, not even in the Champions League this season. At this stage. So the fact that Villarreal and Benfica even got there, you have to give them huge credit. And I'm really excited to see how they get on in the Champions League. In terms of the other English teams, I mean, Real Madrid getting Chelsea again, a repeat of last year's semi-final. So interested to see how that works out. Obviously, Liverpool did well to avoid any English teams there. But let me know in the comments, who do you want in the final, should we get there? Again, a long way to go. We've got the quarters and the semi-finals to get through. But Boogeyman reminding us that in 1981, Bayern semi-final and Paris final versus Madrid. The song has From Paris Down to Turkey. And guess what next year is? Istanbul. So yes, of course, Liverpool have won the European Cup in Paris already. I think that was against, wasn't it against Real Madrid in the final in 81? Pretty sure, but let me know. It was Madrid in the final in 81. Yeah, Bayern semi and Paris final in Madrid. And of course, Istanbul is next year in the Champions League. Big up to Jamie. Avoiding City and Chelsea was massive. Avoiding them in the semi was even better. Benfica at home for the second leg. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for more. That's right. A lot of Liverpool fans all saying really that draw could not have gone any better than it actually did. So amazing if you're a Liverpool fan. Chelsea won't be happy. City, listen, when you're at this stage of the competition, every team is massive and every team is going to be a hard game. But Chelsea and City, I think personally, won't be happy with their draws, considering City have never won this competition. And obviously they lost in the final last year. So big revenge on the cards for City. Marshall saying, hope Villarreal go through. Bayern ain't as strong as they used to be. We can beat them, Alex. Don't forget, 2019, we beat Bayern Munich 3-1 in the Allianz Arena. Trent isn't injured. Klopp doesn't want him going on international duties. And if this is true, bro, I'm all for it. I am all for Jurgen Klopp lying to England to saying he's injured, because guess what? How many times did Fergie do that over the years? All right. Thiago versus Bayern, that could be some comeback for him. Obviously left Bayern Munich after winning the Champions League in 2021. Now, sorry, 2020. Now comes to Liverpool and could face his former club for sure. Boogeyman, Simeone will rattle the Manx before we play them. Absolutely. Alex, could Simeone do City dirty? This is the thing. And I said to Robbie on the stream upstairs, I said, Simeone is that type of manager that makes it really difficult for teams. Now, over two legs, Atleti de Madrid have the tactics, the know-how, the shithousery, if you like. But in a final, and you've seen Atleti lose 3 finals now. In a final, I just don't think they've got it in them to play that way and win. We've seen them lose many times in finals, especially to Real Madrid. So, yeah, I don't think that Simeone tactics works in a final, but definitely over 2 legs, you could see him knocking out Manchester City for sure. I hope they do. Nice trip away in Portugal. Another trip to Lisbon for Liverpool. Benfica, very similar stadium, the Estadio de Luz, to the Emirates. I don't know if you guys noticed, built in similar times, but an extremely similar stadium to the Emirates, actually, Benfica's home stadium. So, Diego Silva, big up to you, mate. AGT, we are bound to repeat 1981. We will defeat Bayern in the semis and Real Madrid in the final at the Parc de France. I think it might be the Stade de France, actually, where the final is. Again, I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am wrong. But big up to you as well for the super chat, my man. I know you've been supporting the Kop TV a lot recently with super chats. So massive shout out to Diogo. And listen, you're back on form, mate. You asked me on the last show, how do I get back on form? You scored against Arsenal and give it that. You ain't getting dropped now, son. Liverpool turning into City now. Come on, the boys. And what he means by that, I'm assuming, is the easy draw. Now, listen, this is not an easy draw, guys. The more that we kind of get complacent and build this up to be an easy Liverpool victory is where we start losing our heads a bit. Trust me, it's happened before. And don't forget, in 2005-06, we were European reigning champions from 04-05. And we thought, oh, we've just won it last year. We'll go and do it again. Guys, don't forget, Benfica knocked us out. Simao scored 2 goals at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Benfica 2. And they knocked us out in the round of 16 in 2006. Of course, we have played them since then. I remember in the Europa Cup, we've played them away. I remember Daniel Agger scored a beautiful backheel drag goal. And we played them at Anfield. I think the score was 4-1. And in that team on that night, I think Luisao was playing, David Luiz. I'm pretty sure Bernardo Silva played in that game for Benfica. They had a lot of top players. And at the time, I think we scored a goal with Lucas Leiva. I know Kaut and Torres definitely scored in that game. I think it was 4-1. And obviously, Diaz is very aware of Benfica as well, ex-Porto player. So he could come in clutch for sure against Benfica. A little advice before the game would be really appreciated. And Darwin Núñez, I should say. Completely messed that name up. Darwin Núñez scored against Juve the other night. And he's an excellent striker. So he's the one threat, really, that Liverpool are going to have to watch out for. Darwin Núñez, the main guy for Benfica. Diaz versus Benfica, revenge on the way. So the games are the 5th and the 6th of April. I'm assuming we'll be on the 6th of April. And then the second leg is the 13th of April. So, guys, just in case you weren't aware, let me remind you of Liverpool's fixtures. This Sunday, we play Forest in the FA Cup. When we come back after the international break, straight away we go to Benfica. And then we play Manchester City away, sandwiched in between those 2 legs. And then that next week, we play Benfica at home. And then after that week, we play Manchester United. There's also a game against Watford thrown in there as well. So these games are going to be sandwiched right in between a massive Manchester City game, which isn't ideal. But at the same time, at the business end of the season, every single game is massive. You've heard what Klopp said. There's 9 finals to go in the Premier League. We have to win every single game to win the league, including that game against City. Boogeyman, if we win all of our Premier League games, we'll get to 96 points. That's a special number for us. This is what dreams are made of. And don't forget, when we won the league 2 years ago, we finished on 96 points, bro. So that was hugely, hugely significant for Liverpool. I want a Liverpool versus Real Madrid final revenge. Listen, I'm still not over. I am still not over that 2018 final. Not over it at all. Karius threw it away for us, quite literally. And Real Madrid got away with murder that night. I'm talking about the foul on Salah. I'm talking about the goals that we gifted them. They got away with murder that night. So that is something that we do need to revenge, Liverpool fans. Of course, we got knocked out by Real Madrid last year as well. I wasn't even remembering that. I was more focusing on 2018 final. However, we need to get revenge over our Real Madrid. It has to be done. How many games are we going to play before the City game? I think it's one or two. In fact, let me just actually look at the fixtures. So I don't want to give you guys the false information. So the fixtures are as follows. We play Watford at home at 12:30 on the 2nd of April, guys. I did forget about that. So like I said, Forest, Sunday, 6 o'clock. 2nd of April, again, a really nice break there, 12, 13 days. And let's not forget, by the time that Watford game comes around, 2.5 weeks from now, and Trent's out for weeks, he'll be back for that game, trust me. So 2nd of April at home to Watford. 6th of April, we go away to Benfica in the Estadio de Luz. 10th of April, Manchester City versus Liverpool at the Etihad. The 13th of April, Liverpool and Benfica, 13th of April at 8 o'clock. And then, of course, we go away on the 16th of April to play Aston Villa. And then after that, of course, we're playing Manchester United at home on the 19th of April at 8 o'clock. So, guys, huge games coming up. But that's your Champions League draw. There's the reaction. Liverpool over the moon to get Benfica in the quarterfinals. There's some massive draws there. And again, we're on the right side of those draws. If we get through this one, it looks like we're either going to be playing Bayern Munich or Villarreal in the semi-final. And it is Stade de France in the final. Number is now 97, not 96, of course. So let's try and get 97 points. Marshall very confident we'll beat City at their ground. Looks good according to Marshall in terms of the fixtures coming up. We need to keep our heads down and win every game. Even a draw against City would be a decent result, but I do think City will continue to drop points from now. It's a great shout from Al Guapo. Boogeyman, there's probably will be an FA Cup semi in their summer as well before the United game. True, if we beat Forest on Sunday. Now let's talk about that game. Notts Forest, a team that we haven't played since 1999. It was 2-2 in the last game at the City ground. Jamie Redknapp and Michael Owen scored those goals for Liverpool in the 99 game. Pierre Van Hooydonk scored a last-minute equaliser for Forest, so we should have won that game. And guys, let's not forget, of course, this is the team that we share the horrendous Hillsborough disaster with. Nottingham Forest, the place where I went to university. My girlfriend's from Nottingham, so I've got a lot of ties to the city itself. Really enjoyed my 3 years in Nottingham. Luckily, in those 3 years, we never had to play Liverpool or Forest or County even. But this one is a special game. Jed Spence, the star man for Nottingham Forest, will he get a big move away in the summer? Who knows? But listen, there's 8 European Cups between these two teams. Let's not forget, Nottingham Forest have 2 European Cups. And there was a point, guys, in the late 70s to 80s to 84, where I think for 7 years, English teams won it 5 times. So we won it in 78, 79. I think Forest won it in 1980. We won it in 81. Villa won it in 82. We won it in 84. So really, you're looking at 5 or 6 amazing years for English football in the 80s. And let's hope that one day Forest can get back up there. But at this stage, they're in the Championship. They're fighting for their lives to get in that playoff. They haven't been in the Premier League for so long now, over 20 years. And who would have thought at the time when Brian Clough was the manager of this great team, that it would take them this long to get back into the top flight? Similar to Liverpool in a way. Yes, of course, we're not in the Championship, but it took us 30 years to win that league again. And it's taken Notts Forest a long time to even be in contention, really, of getting back into the Premier League. Let's hope they can do it. I want to see as many clubs with European Cups in the Premier League as possible. And again, like I said, I have a bit of a soft spot for Nottingham Forest. North Red was saying here that we can afford to go strong at Forest, of course. And Marshall saying that Origi and Tsimikas will be ready for the game. Origi and Harvey to punish Forest, says Demian. Big up to you, mate. I've never seen your name on the channel before, but always happy to have the new viewers involved. Show us your support, like the video, comment with your thoughts as well about the draw and the Forest game and Trent's injury, and then of course subscribe if you haven't already. Diogo, that was the Europa League. It was 2006 was the Champions League for sure. It was, like I said. Forest over Arsenal, says Alguapo. Number 7 is coming home, lad, says Captain Sal. And the run is really difficult. City, Benfica, United, and Villa away in 10 days. A lot of our players are playing in the World Cup qualifying as well. Crazy schedule. But of course, when you're all in for all 4 trophies at this stage of the season, every game is going to be massive. Looking at Forest, again, a sleeping giant, really. If you look at the times that they've been successful in Europe, they deserve really to be in that Premier League, but they haven't been in for a long time, as I said. Liverpool are going to be without Trent. That is the confirmed news. There is no Trent Alexander-Arnold for this game away at Nottingham Forest. He is injured with a hamstring injury, withdrawing out of the England team as well. I personally don't feel as if it's a serious injury, but it does leave us with the question, guys, and we'll do a preview now. Who is going to start that game at right back on Sunday? Well, let's start off with Alisson in goal. Klopp's already confirmed that Alisson plays that game. Do you play James Milner at right back? Of course, Nico Williams now away with Fulham and scoring goals, assists, almost scoring from the halfway line. Could have done with him for this one. But for me personally, Joe Gomez plays at right back. And that's what Marshall has said here. And I agree with him. I do think either Milner or Gomez could play there, as North Red has said, but I do think that Gomez plays at right back. So if we're going with Gomez, and again, a lot of you guys are saying Gomez at right back in this chat now, we'll go Alisson Gomez in the middle, I think, in the FA Cup. Again, we're trying to win this competition, so we can't be playing a totally weak team, but at the same time, we really need to make sure that we win this game. So me personally, again, Diogo calling for Hendo to do a job at right back. Not for me. It has to be Gomez. And obviously, he's looking for a move away from Liverpool, so it'd be a good opportunity for him to put himself in the window. However, me personally, again, guys, let me know in the comments if you agree. I'm going with Alisson, Gomez. I'm going with Van Dijk and Konate. I'm going with Tsimikas at left back. In the middle, I'm going Curtis Jones, Fabinho, and Keita. I'm going to have Henderson. I'm going to have Thiago. I'm going to have Milner on the bench to bring on if we need. But I'm going to go with Curtis Jones, like I said, Fabinho, and Keita in the middle. Of course, Harvey Elliott could play there as well. Again, a name for the bench for me. And then up front, I'm going to go with Minamino, Origi, and Jota. Let me know if in the comments if you agree with that. Thank you very much, says OPAP. You are in DR Sports, right? Good job. I am on DR Sports for sure. Can't see Hendo right back again, giving me Brendan Rodgers vibes. There you go. Hendo has to play, says Allier. Do you know what? Maybe take out Keita and put Hendo in then. So just to confirm, my predicted lineup is Alisson in goal, Joe Gomez at right back, Van Dijk and Konate at centre back, Tsimikas left back. That is a strong back five, guys. Surely that is enough to put away Nottingham Forest. But let's not forget, they've knocked out Leicester, Arsenal at the City ground already. Trust me when I say this, they're going to be making some noise in that City ground on Sunday night. Captain Sal agreeing with my team there. And then up front, I've gone for Origi through the middle, Minamino and Diogo Jota. And let's not forget, the bench is going to be supremely strong on Sunday. We could bring on Firmino, we could bring on Mane, we could bring on Luis Diaz, we could bring on Salah. And don't forget as well, in the FA Cup, you get 5 subs. So I am fully expecting Liverpool to win this one. I'm going to go with a 3-1 away win. I do think that we'll have too much for Forest, but what a run they've had. What a run Nottingham Forest have had so far in this competition. Really have to give them a lot of respect and kudos, really. Thank you for agreeing with the team. Trent's England when there's an England game. Coincidence? No. Jurgen Klopp knows exactly what he's doing here, and it's very similar to what he used to see Fergie doing. So there can't be any complaints. Joe Gomez right back too. Play Fab, Alex, says Allier. Who cares? Liverpool are unbeatable, says Michael Rossides. This is definitely where we get a bit complacent, guys. I don't want to think that we are unbeatable because we're not. We are not. Yes, we've only lost 3 games in all comps this season too. Leicester, West Ham and Inter Milan. And that could happen again if we're not on our top of the game on Sunday. So the reaction to the Champions League draw, Benfica in the quarterfinals again. Let me know in the comments, Reds, if you think that is the best draw that could have possibly happened for Liverpool. I'm saying it is. I really do say it is the best draw that Liverpool could have got. So we're looking at playing either Villarreal or Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League if everything goes to plan in the quarters. And then, of course, looking ahead to Sunday's big one, 6 o'clock at the City Ground, Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. The first time we've played each other in over 20 years. And don't forget, guys, this will be really an emotional game. There's going to be some kind of remembrance at the start of the game, especially with the anniversary of Hillsborough coming up. Let's not forget that Forest suffered that day as well. Of course, Liverpool lost 97 fans, which we never want to see ever again. And there has to be something done really special to remember this fine occasion on Sunday. Bayern are beatable. That's what makes it sweet, says Marshall. Yes, AGT, a beautiful draw for us. Bayern will be tough, but I believe we can beat them again. I just can't wait, Alex, says Marshall. Diego, I think Villarreal can pull off an upset against Bayern. It's the best draw. And Rio says he was hoping for Villarreal, and Trent should be back for that Watford game for sure. So, guys, there it is, your reaction to the Champions League quarter-final draw. Let me know in the comments right now. Do you think that is the best draw that Liverpool could have got. Also, let me know your lineup predictions for Sunday's big one at the City Ground and your score predictions for that one as well, please. Liverpool going away to Nottingham Forest to keep up our chances of winning the quad. Let's not forget, guys, this next 2 months could be the best 2 months of our lifetimes in terms of watching Liverpool win trophies. I can't wait to see it. And you're going to be with us every single step of the way right here on the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Edwin going for a massive 5-1 away win. Guys, there you go. The quarterfinal reaction, the preview to Nottingham Forest on Sunday, and of course, touching on Trent's injury or not an injury. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Guys, thank you so much for rocking with us. That is the Kop TV. We'll see you on Sunday. Take care. All the best. And up the Reds. Remember, subscribe if you haven't already. Love you guys. Take care.
Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.